Alright, hello everybody. So, tipping off my iPhone, which is going to become my permanent camera. It doesn't work on this tripod, and bad things happen to the tripod. So, I just kind of have it resting on it, and we'll see how that works out. I'm experimenting with the placement of the lights down here, because last time I was over here, and I didn't have this light on, and my face was like completely in shadow, like this. So hopefully, if I'm over here, I have that light there. Maybe I'll put another one over there. Maybe you get a better, visual enhancement of the studio. But let's just jump right in, shall we? Give me just a sec. Java chip Frappuccino from Starbucks are amazing. Anyway, going up to Massacre 5 is the plan. So, I don't actually know if that's going to happen right now because I still have to find another driver. My dad's going to be away for business and my mom doesn't want to drive the 8 hours herself, so wish me luck. But in the event that I do make it up there, I wanted to obviously have a primary for it. My current primary, which I will fetch real quick, is the Leonard quad shot. It's actually called the triple shot, but we in the Nerfing community call it the quad shot, at least on Nerf Haven. Super fun plaster, extremely powerful. All you guys have seen this before. It's rear loading, but ooh, that would have been bad. I don't have any Steffens on me right now, so I'm just going to load a Heg Dart in the front here and show you how powerful it is. So, not a thing to be messed with. It's only got 4 shots. 4 shots is actually pretty good, and it auto-rotates turret and stuff. But, this is an indoor war. The gym's not that big. It's like 200 square feet or something. And that will work, but I want to have something as a backup in case that breaks, or in case I need, just some variety. That'll punch holes, which is nice. It'll get through paper and cardboard even, but it'll get through paper for defend the core, and that's what I want that for. But I also want a lot of Russian weapons because, it's indoors. We're going to be doing a lot of Russian. So I thought about the Alpha Trooper. This is still stock. I know I was going to make a video on modding this, but I never got around to it. It works. I don't really feel like modding it. I have my red Vulcan down here, which is in pieces right now. I could reassemble it. I actually had it all working except the battery. I never got a battery for it, and the timing was off a little bit with the dart coming up and going forward. The dart tooth was clamping it in, and it would jam all the time, pissing me off. I have a blue Raider, and I have my really nice red Raider over there. So I have my specialty red, super amazing Raider, and that I plan on using a lot. This is a fun gun. However, the range is only about 40 or 50 feet right now. I have to open it, relube the whole thing, put new electrical tape around the plunger. It should be getting a lot more than that. But I have that. I have the Magistrike 20. This is kind of out of the question, though, because I don't have the air compressor ready for it yet, and I'm not going to put a bicycle pump on it to use it anywhere. It was fun to make, though, and it's still fun to show off and shoot around the house, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And I'm not going to sell it. It's making a rattling noise. That's not good. I'll fix it later. So I wanted something that, was universal, that I could use and be totally comfortable with and know that it's reliable and it's not going to break or anything. So I was going through my list of guns. I have a bunch of stock guns over here that I'll actually show you. Alright, take my little camera over here. You should be over there. Oh yeah, I have a Big Blast, too. But, that doesn't really fit the qualifications. I have a bunch of stock blasters in here, including like 3 Recons, which I have no idea why I have that many. But, those would all work, but I want something with a bit more of a punch to it. So, I was going through the list of blasters that I could buy. Let me position this so it doesn't fall. I was going through the list of blasters that I could buy and mod for Massacre, And I didn't really come up with anything. So I went on eBay and just searched Nerf guns, which I do actually a lot, because it'll bring up like 600 results. And I was just looking through them and I was thinking, you know, an Arrow Storm would work great, but I don't feel like finding and then having to pay an extraordinary amount for one. I found a Stampede, just the blaster, for $20 on eBay. So I was like, oh, well, hell, for 20 bucks, sure. It didn't come with the clips or the darts, but it came with all the attachments and the blaster itself. That's all I need. I have everything else. I have duplicates of everything else. So I bought it. Didn't bother fixing this red one down here because there's a lot of problems with that one. It worked great when I had it, but I don't feel like screwing around with it. So I use it as my guinea pig, just like I did with the Red Mag Strike. Which, it sounds mean, but there's reasons for it. And then I modded this, which is the new, fresh, improved Stampede mod. I was doing, what's his name's mod? Zach the Max mod on Nerf Haven to it, where you have the external battery pack thing that goes on your belt loop. And he did it with a guitar cable, and I'll put a link to that down here or to one of the sides wherever they decided to move the description box. I wish YouTube would stop moving it. But, oh well. Sorry, thirsty. Anyway, his mod was he used a guitar cable, and then since you don't want all the weight in the back, he had it on a belt loop. Well, I was going to do the same thing, but have it on a backpack and then wire the thing down my sleeve, or down my arm using Velcro straps. But I bought these two really nice batteries at Radio Shack, which come, the package looks like this. I would highly recommend them. They're super fun. Oh, that's mirroring it, isn't it? I'm sorry. I don't know if it is or not, but at this angle it is. They're great batteries. They fit in the back of here. So after I did all this wiring at the bottom for an external tank, I ended up putting them back here anyway. So that was kind of, aggravating. So what's going on with this is I have two cords here at the bottom, obviously, that come up here, which I have zip tied to the bar of the Stampede so they're not going anywhere. And then I have RC straps up here, and these are removable, which I'm definitely not going to be able to do with one hand, but that's how it's wired. The wires were originally back here for the battery case to slide in. I cut those and then soldered two audio inputs there. So that's what that looks like. And then these are removable, obviously. Let me clip this back real quick. And then up here, these are also removable. I'll try to do it with one hand. There you go. So you can charge the battery right from that, because the way you charge it is with that's plugged into the wall, and then the connector's right there, so you don't have to actually take the batteries out of the blaster to charge it. And then they just slip back onto the connectors. I'm not going to be able to... Oh, yes, I can. I underestimate myself. So, yes, it's protruding from the blaster a little bit, but it's not all that much. I still like it, because it's not that heavy. It's certainly not as heavy as the 6D batteries, and it's relatively clean. I like it. The front I haven't plated yet, but I'm going to put some plastic plates there so it's not just a giant gaping hole. I'm going to put you back on the tripod. This is actually turning into a very long video. Sorry about that. But I have a lot to say, and, if you stuck it out this far, I'm sure you'll probably stay to the end. It is a cool blaster. So, I put those two battery packs in, and then I can charge it, obviously, without having to remove anything. And, my dad came home with this a couple days after Christmas. It was going to be a Christmas present for me, but he decided, well, I want to use it too, so I'm going to keep it. Well, thanks, but now we're sharing it. It was like $30 from the hardware store, and this is, you have no idea how useful that is when you're dealing with a blaster that has this many screws in it. I took the front Fox barrel off, which is all in one piece. literally just used a hacksaw, nice and easy. And then I sanded this down with the belt sander, which is behind me. And it's clean, but I don't like the hole, so I'm going to patch that up. The removal of the fox barrel makes it more maneuverable in my experience, because when you're running with it, it doesn't brush up against your leg. I think it just feels and looks better, and it actually adds range because the dart isn't bouncing around in this barrel that used to come. I don't know if I can. No, I can't actually put it back in, but it used to be right there because the dart would bounce around in that, which just adds friction, and obviously that's not good for it. So I took it out. It's very comfy. This second hand can't really go here when the clip's there, so I keep it up here, and that's really comfy to run around with. I know all you guys just want to see it shoot, so here we go. But before I show you that, the batteries, I have a big bad bowspring in it. Air restrictors removed, a couple locks removed. I kept it simple because I want it to be reliable. The batteries move this at a slightly quicker rate than it normally would, so the dart tooth up here couldn't keep up with it. So darts were jamming. And, well, that's not good. I'm actually going to make a write-up for this of how I kept it from jamming, because I think a lot of people would benefit from it. There's a piece that moves, and actually I can show you in my other Vulcan, not Vulcan, whatever this is called, Stampede, this piece that goes in and out, that pushes forward by the plunger tube, doesn't stay forward long enough. So the dart tooth was coming back and keeping the darts in the barrel, which jams the blaster. I shaved a bunch off this part that moves in the front, and some off here, and I'm going to show that in a write-up, which I'll make this weekend, and post a link down there. So that's how I got it to keep up with the new batteries. So let's shoot it, shall we? I did want to use it with my 18 drum mag, but the drum mag can't actually keep up with the blaster, which is depressing. We'll see if I can do anything for that. Alright, let's shoot it, shall we? Kept the switch here because I actually really like it. Okay, Stampede, 18 dart mag. I only have like 10 darts for it though. I'm gonna go out and buy streamlines for it this weekend. Yeah, we can shoot it in the studio. That's alright. So I'm right at the edge of my work desk. Actually, I'm a little behind it. And from here to the end of the studio wall is 45 feet. Ready? Stampede. Hold on, this is very awkward to hold the camera like this. So the switch is down. Alright, so not that many actually loaded in the mag, but as you see, they all hit the wall with a good amount of force. This is actually hitting about 60, 70 feet, which I'm incredibly impressed with, and especially for an indoor war. I mean, they hit the wall, you saw it, and look how far back they bounced. So, I think that's pretty impressive, and it shows, because it was hitting the foam, this foam padding, and it was still bouncing back quite a considerable distance for, you know, an automatic blaster. So, I'm super happy with it, and if I do get down to Massacre, I'm going to be using that a lot. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate your views and your comments. I'll see you guys later.